keep missing it. I keep not recording when dumb shit happens. So there was a car in the right lane, and then there was a street with the car trying to turn right. The other car was just sitting in the lane. Don't know why. So the other car had to pull all the way out into my lane, which they did. It was fine, whatever. I didn't care. I seen it coming. I didn't care. So they pull out, and then after they cross, this couple with kids just randomly steps out in front of the car that's like stopped in the street, you know? And they're from like let's see. I was going probably like this fast as I cut off the street, and they were from me to the stop sign. Now they could have crossed by then. I'm waiting for them to cross. They're just standing there in the middle of the street, like not on the side of the street waiting for me to pass, but in the middle of the street until I stopped completely. And they're looking at me like I'm the dumbass or like I'm the one in the way. The last place I just delivered for pissed me the fuck off. First of all, I had to drive like 20 minutes out here. I'm out of my zone. I'm not working out here. This is obviously the hood. So, going back to civilization, people act halfway, right? But I get this order, and it's these big ass, you know those tinfoil tray things that you like cook a turkey in for Thanksgiving or whatever? Just filled with chicken. This is for like a party of like 20 people, right? Anyways. So, I had 2 of them, and I was like, fuck, how am I gonna handle this? So I'm walking up to the door, and this guy's coming out, and there was a girl on the other side of this like giant pole, brick pole thing. I didn't see her. He's coming out and he holds the door open. I assume he's holding the door open for me because I didn't see any other people around, right? Well, then I see he's actually holding the door open for this girl who has a broken foot. So obviously I hesitate and I'm like, you go ahead, you know? So she goes in, and then I go in, and there's a person already at the register, and there's a person waiting. So he's getting the order for the person at the register, and they're taking forever. I hate when people take forever to give their order. Like, why does it have to be so complicated? Why can't you just order online? And why do you have so many fucking questions? If you don't want to eat here, then don't eat here. If you don't know anything about the place, why would you want to eat here? Anyways, so they take forever and ever. Finally get their order, and then the girl with the broken foot does her order. She takes forever too. And
in a quarter mile, turn right onto Tennessee 204 South.
I get a notification saying, hey, you can unassign one of these orders. I'm like, alright, you know, I mean, I'm going to be losing the money, but I don't want to carry that much food. So, went on ahead and canceled or unassigned.
Take the next right onto Tennessee 204 South.
So at the other one, I'm still waiting on. He's ignoring me, like, the whole time. And I can't help but think, is it because I'm white? Because I'm the only white guy in here.
Continue on Tennessee 204 South for 1.5 miles.
But he's just ignoring me the whole time. He's walking around doing other stuff. Like, he took the other 2 people's order, and then I get up to the register, and he just walks away. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then he finally comes over there, and he's, like, being rude. You know, like, passive-aggressive rude. Like, he's like, I don't remember what he said, you know, but, like, just the tone of voice was, like, a little off. And, so I tell him I'm, you know, picking up an order for Brittany, and he's like, okay, and then he starts doing other stuff, and then he goes and gets it, and he brings it over there. And he's like, can you go ahead and confirm it for me? And I hate that, because you're not supposed to confirm it until you're like in your car. And like if you're not in your car and you confirm it in the store, and then you go out to your car and you get caught up waiting to get out of the parking lot, and you hit a red light as soon as you pull out, it's gonna start like penalizing you for not going towards the order, like where you're supposed to be going, right? So I'm like kind of pissed off that he's having me do this, but whatever. It asked me for a code. Now, the only other place I've ever had to give a code to DoorDash for getting my order is McDonald's. So I ask him, I'm like, what's the code, the last three of the code? And so he has to look for the receipt because he like dropped it or something. Whatever. So he finally finds it, and I show him on my phone that I hit confirm. I faced the phone towards him, hit the button confirm, and then it asked me for the code. So I asked him for the code. So he knows I've confirmed it because I've typed in the code. He stood there and watched me type in the code and hit continue. And we get all that done, and I'm thinking, alright, hand me my fucking shit so I can skedaddle and not get in trouble, right? He just stands there. And then he goes, did you hit confirm? I'm like, yeah, I did. And he goes, okay. And then he takes the food and walks away. And I'm like, what the fuck? He comes back like 60 seconds later.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Yale Road.
And he's like, here you go. Hands it to me. I'm like, well, what the hell? But I got it taken care of, I guess. That's over with now. Now
turn left onto Yale Road.
All the way back to my zone, because I'm out of it pretty good ways. But he stood
Continue
there
on
and
Yale Road for 5 miles.
watched me hit confirm and gave me the code so I can confirm it, and still didn't believe that I had confirmed it and refused to give me the food, even though I already confirmed it, even though I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to wait to confirm it after I had the food, at the very least. And the thing is, it's like, I know how that would go down, too. Is if I went into a place and they were like, you have to hit confirm before giving it to you, because sometimes they do that because they're fucking assholes. But I could see this happening one day where I go in and then they just decide to not give me the order. Or to say, oh, actually, no, we don't have that. This one's for Ron, and you're looking for the one for Mike. We don't have that one. Somebody else already picked that one up. Then I would be up shit's creek without a paddle, because DoorDash is not going to help me out. They're probably going to fire me at that point because I hit confirm and I didn't have the food. And I got bit by a mosquito at some point. God damn it. I ended up catching malaria in this fucking country. Can't even see the moon. The moon looks amazing.